Hey everyone, I'm Cynthia Conte for Best Women's Boxing Show. Period on the road. Period. Remember?
I know.
Period, Sean. Yeah, he knows it. You can see.
Is that for something else or?
No,
Okay,
it's no. Just because it's a female,
Yeah,
it's not. It's a women's. Steven, stop laughing behind there.
Hey, you know when I came up with that after she had gave me all that crap for the period, I was like, damn. Took me like 5 days to come up with that. I said, next time I see her. No, I was just playing. I came up with that just now, but yeah, it was corny. Anyway.
Well, we see the backdrop behind us. Haney.
Come on, I don't have time. Come on.
I know, we have 5 minutes. So we have Haney Loma behind us, the backdrop. We just heard their presser. And it was, Bill Haney was kind of like feeding it because, one is very, very serious. The other one is just kind of angry and just wants to go. Okay, based off of what you see, what do you, let's play this out. Who gonna win?
Who gonna win?
Who gonna win?
I do. I think that Devin's gonna pull this off, man. I think the momentum is on his side. I think that he's just riding this wave, and I think that this wave it's one that you go up against it, you get knocked down. The other side of that is of course I don't look at what Lomachenko looked like in his last fight and determine how he performed, that the way he performed in that fight to be how he's gonna perform in this fight. I think it's gonna be spectacular. I just think that it's going to take him being unbelievably on another level for him to beat Devin. I got a 60-40 Devin. I think that Loma will win rounds, and if we get a superb Loma, this could go a different way. Yeah,
they were talking about the jab. Haney and Loma both have jabs. They're both very technical. How will Loma be able to take the jab? Yeah,
I think Loma's a little more versatile than Haney. But Haney, with the speed and with him being as good at what he does so well, obviously everything's starting off that lead hand. I think that it's going to be he's got a paintbrush with his hand. He's everywhere with that front hand, and I think that this is what probably is going to work against Loma. You got to be patient, and you got to find openings, and you got to create openings and things like that. You can't be so much of a veteran and be so patient that we'll get him late in the rounds. Well, that backfired on you against Teofimo Lopez. You know what I mean? So it's going to be interesting to see how this one works out.
Well, I mean, you just said painter, and I call Loma a magician, a wizard. So we'll see who has better skills in that sense. Enough about them, because we're so tired of talking about them, because it's going to happen Saturday.
Oh, Lord.
All right, and the big one, Katie Taylor versus... see, who are you thinking?
Hey,
Katie,
I'm hyped about that fight.
Well, me too. I mean, I'm here. I'm supposed to be, but I'm here, unfortunately, because it's in England or in Ireland. Yeah. Who wins? They're two undisputed champions.
Yeah, Chantelle. What's Chantelle Cameron? Yeah. I had the opportunity to commentate Chantelle one time, and I was like, wow, where'd this girl come from? It's gonna be a hard fight. We saw how Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor went. Katie, she kind of weathered the storm. I had her losing the fight, but she won. It is what it is, She gets to move on, but this is not an easy crack. You know what I mean? This is Chantelle Cameron, a lot like Amanda in terms of her pressure and things like that. So where I thought that Katie just controlled the distance a little bit more against Amanda, and again, Amanda has the ability to give away what she takes because she doesn't use much defense. Chantelle uses defense, keeps her hands up, and she's got that pressure. So it's gonna be a really good fight. I would love to see Chantelle win because I'm a fan of hers. Again, with being able to commentate her, but it's hard to see Katie Taylor losing. She's
especially in Ireland.
Yeah, and on top of that, she's real. She's just dynamite at what she does. She's a really good boxer. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I can't wait to see what happens. And then lastly, so you are your Porter Way podcast. This whole little shirt. Do you think you're going to go into promoting, managing? I know you want to get messy. You want to, since you're not boxing anymore. I saw you munching on a pizza over there, so I know that you're definitely not going for looking for weight.
Man, I lost 5 pounds in the last couple of days. I felt like when I was finished, was like, damn, I think I just gave all that back. You know what I mean? No, I'm not going into promoting. I think it's just too much. what I've been doing is just reaching out to fighters and letting them know, hey, if you need anything, let me know. I don't need anything from you, but just if you need anything from me, let me know. I don't know if you saw the tweet that I'm losing his name now, Barboza. The tweet that Barboza did the other day. Got him on the line. Hey, my man, just let's talk about it.
Yeah.
You know, and we talked about a few things. And I said, keep in touch with me. Troy Isley, he's in town right now. He called me yesterday. I don't answer my phone when people call me. It was Troy, so I was like, what's up? You know what I mean? Yeah, I was like, what's up? You know, next time, Troy, I'm not answering the phone. I don't talk on the phone. Text me. And I told him, I said, hey, you need anything? Text me. You know what I mean? But that's my thing. My thing is I have so much experience that I believe that I can give, but I don't want to give it. I don't want to be mixed in the business, and that stops me from being able to give it how I want to give it. And that's why we have the Porter way and everything like that. And that's why I always, whenever I see fighters, like, hey, take my number. You need anything, let me know.
Oh, that's awesome. And there was a little birdie that I did hear that your dad was in Tank's corner. He worked with Tank.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people knew that.
Yeah.
How were you around when he was doing that, and how did that all go down?
I never had a chance to get to the gym when they were working together, but I think how it worked was Tank was at the end of my last camp when I fought Terrence Crawford, and he saw the way my dad had been doing things. I've seen my dad over the years, and has told me the conversation was, Ken, I love how you do things. I want you in my corner. I want to work with you. It didn't go as far as they wanted it to go, going all the way to the fight, of course, but I think Tank got what he needed, and once he got what he needed, he said, all right, let me get back to my stable, to what I know what to do, and let me do that. You know, and he got the job done.
What did your dad teach him, from what you know?
You know, my dad was working with him with like the conditioning side of things and the recovery side of things. I think that's one how would I say it? Like, that's one like unspoken secret about my dad is extremely intelligent, and he knows how to get a fighter to the ring healthy. He knows how to keep a fighter healthy during the fight, and he knows how to make sure a fighter is healthy after a fight. You know what I mean? So the stretching and, you know, all these other little nuances that a lot of fighters either don't have the information, or they have someone in their corner. My dad is kind of a one-stop shop. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Oh, I have to ask this question. I promised last. Rolly Romero. Is that the question you thought I was going to ask?
No. I thought we were past Rolly.
No, because it's still around. Do you think he should be stripped?
No.
Or do you think the immediate rematch? There you go. Immediate rematch.
Ew, I looked past the rematch because everybody was like Ryan. I think I want to see it.
Big money.
I want to see that. No, he doesn't need to be stripped. It was coming, and this is how I said it on the Porterway podcast.
Okay.
A lot of referees and judges, they know these fighters, and they know what they've seen from these fighters for so long that they work themselves up into thinking this is how the fight's supposed to go. A lot of times when you see a fight judged incorrectly, I would be willing to bet some money that judge had a preconceived notion in terms of how he or she thought that fight was supposed to go. It doesn't go that way, but I've already trained my mind to seeing what I thought I was going to see. And I think that moment that Tony saw, he expected that moment rounds ago.
Yeah.
And because he saw that moment happening, I think he was just worked up, and here it is. And then you got a 40-year-old man in the ring with a 20-year-old young man, you know? And so I just think that overall, I think Tony, he jumped the gun. And can you even say he jumped? I mean, you know, I think you do something to Tony, you don't do anything to Rolly. Rolly was on his way to getting there, you know. You do something to Tony, and then you let Rolly move on. I don't think we need to see a rematch. I like to see him in some bigger, exciting fights. I think he has a name, and you use that name. You know, you use that sense of popularity that he has. You know.
Imagine the build-up to Rolly and Ryan. The massive shit talking that they would do. Oh
yeah, I'm not crazy about Rolly's shit talking, but
he's fun. He's fun. Boxing needs him.
It's wild. It is wild.
All right, go back to your pizza Porterway podcast.
No. I already had to. God damn it.
2 slices? You didn't even share. I was like sitting there like,
come on, cause wrap it up, cause you talking about you had 2 pieces. How many pieces you eat at one time?
I cut 2, and then
Wrap it. Nobody cutting no piece of wrap it.
All right. Okay, Mr. Shawn Porter. Well, thank you for your time. You guys tune in to the Porterweight podcast. He has some really good guests, and he really knows his shit. So you guys tune in. All right, guys. I'm Cynthia Conte for the. I'm off for the real mic. I am Cynthia Conte for the Best Women's Boxing Show. Period. On the road. See you guys at the fights. Bye, guys.